Hello, everyone. I bring you greetings from Halifax County Schools. My name is Dr. Eric Cunningham, and I serve as the proud superintendent for Halifax County. The vision for Halifax County Schools is to simply empower all students to be successful global residents. And we accomplish this vision through our mission, and that is to create a supportive and positive learning environment to address the needs of the whole child in partnership with students, staff, parents, as well as our business community. On March 16th, our world changed. Our entire world changed. COVID-19 made us all have to do things that we were not prepared to do, but we had to amp it up quickly. In Halifax County Schools, our teachers had to huddle together, our school system had to huddle together, and we had to focus on the needs of the entire child. Now, how did we do it? We started getting together in rooms, we started working together in conference rooms, and our first goal was to make sure that all of our students were fed. See, Halifax County as a whole is a Tier 1 school division. That means all of our students receive free lunch and breakfast. So my first concern was, how was our babies going to eat breakfast and lunch every single day when we're under a stay-at-home order? I'm so amazed by how we got together. We're talking over 400 employees huddled up, saying, how can we make sure our children eat every single day? And we started and we came up with our remote feeding program. And I am proud to say that today we have distributed over 130,000 meals throughout Halifax County Schools. And we were able to do this in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Now that we have our babies eating their breakfast and lunch, it's now time to talk about what our 2 core values are. And that's teaching and learning. Teaching and learning. All of our teachers got together and they said, Dr. C, we're here with you. We're here to do whatever it takes to make sure our children read and write and do their assignments every single day. Because we're not on vacation. We're just learning remotely. We're just learning remotely. But how do you do this in a Tier 1 district like Halifax County? You do that through partnerships. One of the biggest partnerships that we started this year was with the Roanoke Electric Cooperative. They came out to our schools and they set up these hot spots at 5 locations. Scotland Neck, you can sit out in the parking lot and receive free Wi-Fi. Everett's and Davie, parking lot, free Wi-Fi. Enfield and Inbourne, parking lot, free Wi-Fi. So when you go to one of those 5 schools, you can now sit outside with a Wi-Fi ready device and have access to our free Wi-Fi to be able to access our remote learning platform. And it's working very well. So far, we have helped over 70 families have access to the internet to complete their online studies. For those who cannot, because we're in Halifax County Schools and we understand that, we've created these universal packets. And I am so proud to say that we have distributed over 6,000 learning packets to date. Our teachers are now online doing Zoom meetings. They're online doing Google Hangouts. They're online doing all sorts of work with our students. We're even calling our students and asking them, how is your learning going on today? And I'm proud to say that learning is taking place in Halifax County Schools. We've handed out the Chromebooks, the Park and Learn. You can now sit in front of 5 spots and have access to the internet, as well as learning packets which are given out throughout the year. Our 4th learning packet is scheduled to go out shortly. This learning packet will focus on skills deficits. See, in Halifax County Schools, 25% of our students were 3 to 5 years below grade level. So we collectively said we're going to focus on one big rock going into the summer, and that is helping kids close the learning gap. and those skills deficits. So packet number 4 will be focused on those learning packets. On those skills deficits. And that is how we intend to close the gap between below grade level and growing students to proficiency, which is on grade level in Halifax County Schools. And I would like to give a huge shout out to all of our teachers who've been doing the hard work every single day, making sure those learning packets are sent out and making sure that they're brought back to school. But I also would like to say thanks a lot to our parents. You're learning a lot just like we are. And our parents are doing a Herculean job working with their students at home, facilitating the learning process. And I would like to say thank you very much. The next area that I would like to touch on is our human resource management. When we started this remote learning, we had to grow up all of our staff to understand this new learning platform. So we had to offer virtual professional development for all of our staff. How to use Zoom, how to teach virtually, how to use Zoom, how to teach virtually, how to work remotely. How do you manage a classroom that's remote? All of that had to be taught to our teachers using our virtual professional development platform. But we still have to believe. There's a thing that we say in Halifax County Schools: conceive, believe, achieve. If my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, then I know I can achieve it. That's being tested today. That's being tested today. So when we talk about conceive, believe, achieve, we had to plant the seed that we're more than capable to respond to COVID-19 remotely and continue with our remote learning program. Then we had to believe it. Then we had to believe it that we were more than capable to do so. Then we had to operationalize it and put a plan in place to make it happen. We also have to prepare for when schools open again. And I believe that schools are going to reopen again. Therefore, we had to continue to operate with a spirit of expectancy, knowing that the light was going to shine back in Halifax. But we needed to continue our plan to recruit, train, and retain a high-quality staff. Therefore, we've been holding virtual teacher job fairs, where you can now apply to Halifax County Schools without ever stepping a physical foot in Halifax County Schools. And we've already had several virtual teacher job fairs to recruit teachers for our students when schools resume in August. The last area that I would like to touch on is communication and messaging. For all of the information that you need about our remote learning or anything about Halifax County Schools, you need to come to the authoritative source, and that's our district webpage. That's www.halifax.k12.nc.us. And there you will see our district webpage. Everything you need to know from A to Z is located there. We've also launched several social media platforms. I myself had to learn how to use Instagram, along with Facebook and Twitter. There you will see the story on how we're responding to COVID-19. You'll see pictures galore about how our students are learning online, how they're communicating with their teacher, and how they're working with their families at home at the dinner table on their learning, on their skills. And it's beautiful to see our families together talking about what matters most. And that's education, because we believe in Halifax County Schools that education is the pathway to prosperity. We also have weekly calls. On Friday, I will give shout outs to all of our students, teachers, staff, and business partners. And then on Sunday, there's a morning message that comes from me, and it goes out to all of our staff, and it sets the stage for the week to come. So you constantly hear from me on Fridays and Sunday, and then in between you receive messages from your school principal. Finally, Halifax County Schools wants everyone to know that we want you back. There's no better place to receive your education than Halifax County Schools. All of the students that have chosen to go somewhere else to attend school, I want to speak directly to you. We're ready for you to return. I would like for you to start attending some of our virtual student recruitment fairs. More information is forthcoming. We're ready for you. In Borden, 68th in the state last year in growth. Our graduation rate is the highest it's been in 10 years. Our growth, the highest it's been in many, many years. Our teacher retention is the highest it's been in many, many years. So we're ready for all of those students who left us years ago to take another look. Look at the number of students that are receiving full scholarships in Halifax County Schools, athletic as well as academic. The Ethel Crawley Scholarship, the Credit Union Scholarship. There is an abundance of scholarships that our students this year, they're earning. I have a special place in my heart for this class. This is the class that came in, that started as ninth graders when I was hired as superintendent. So for the past 4 years, all they heard was get your 5 fingers up when you hear Doc C. All they know is that they matter to themselves. They matter to their families. They matter to their community. They matter to the school, and they matter to the world. So in Halifax County Schools, we are taking COVID by the horns, and we're responding as the lighthouse district that we are. Thank you.